fancy little field studios in New York. It's Phil's Game Show. Here are your hosts, Philip Manners and Art Kurtz.
Here. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we got Phil's Game Shows coming up. I am Phil, the media guy Manners.
And I'm Art Kurtz.
We got a great game coming up, so sit back on your couch, relax, and watch.
If you were hornswaggled, would you thank the person who did it? Find out as we play Definition.
You will find out that and more today when we play Definition. Your host, Art Kurtz.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Hornswoggle. If you were hornswoggle, would you thank him for it? Would you ever hornswoggle? No, you sure?
I actually was.
You actually were? You wouldn't?
I thanked them vigorously.
Did you really? You
Yes,
wouldn't? You shouldn't have thanked him. That means to be tricked. Tricked. Somebody tricked you. But hey.
Just like right now, I was hornswoggled.
You were hornswoggled by me.
By your pleasant tone of voice, you made it sound as though you were giving him a present.
Well, actually, Joe did that. Joe, our announcer.
He's a hornswoggle.
So let me meet our team.
Hornswoggle.
Range in. Who did you bring with you today?
Mike and Chris.
And Chris, and I know John, spelled J-O-N. And Rich.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Ready to play?
Yeah.
All right. I'll start with, which team should start? I'll let you pick a team.
Let's go with that one.
That one. Okay. Now pick a word. Let me see the words we have today. We have deseradium, cul-de-sac, verdant, tittle, thimble rig, gerrymander, assiduous, mediocre, insolent, moo, philomath, masticate, temporize, quixotic, ambisinister, and fervid. Pick one of those words. You're going to have two definitions. Go. Tell us what that means.
A philomath is a person who engages in the philosophy of mathematics.
Okay. What engages in the philosophy of mathematics. And the next definition.
Well, if you go with Olga, you're definitely going to be wrong. Philomath is someone who loves to learn, has a love of learning.
Love of learning. Now you can talk it over, all of you. It's either
Philosophy of
the
mathematics.
philosophy of mathematics or the love of learning. One of those is right. Which one is right? Okay, what's the definition? Do you believe Olga or do you believe Peter? John? Who's right?
We'll take Olga's advice.
Mathematics, is that right or wrong?
Wrong.
Oh, no! No, you get a point. It's the other one. It's the love of learning, all learning. But that's
How
okay.
about
That's
that?
one. Now you see how to play the game?
Yeah.
Pick a word.
And hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle.
Oh, shows mediocre.
Mediocre. Okay, mediocre. Peter will go first. Go first this time with mediocre.
Okay, mediocre is actually a paint color. There's a color called ochre, which is actually like an orangey kind of color, and this is a medium ochre. Mediocre.
Okay, mediocre, kind of like an orange color paint.
Sounds pretty right.
Mediocre means average or ordinary.
Okay, average or ordinary or an orange color paint color. Ranging, which one do you want to pick? You can talk it over with your team.
Deliberations.
Ranging, what do you think? You were in the leadership.
It's Olga.
You think it's average or ordinary?
Yes.
Is that right? Average or ordinary? Yes, you got it. You got 1 point, you got 2 points. The score is 2-0, but we're going to come back and we're going to play the second round for 2 points. Yeah, right into this.
Lives in our area.
There's nothing better than watching the home team knock one out of the park.
Now we're hoping that you do the same. Join the team and hit a home run for our community by donating blood.
1 pint of blood can save up to 3 lives.
And mean the difference between life and death for a neighbor. Call the number below or visit the website to schedule your time to give the gift of life.
The New York Yankees, the New York Blood Center, and the whole community thanks you.
Webs.com/Phil's Game Shows for all your game show needs. Read about the crew, shop till you drop, play game shows, become a contestant, and be sure to watch Phil's Game Shows on QPTV or
BCAT.
Or check out our podcast, freewebs.com/Phil's Game Shows. Make that your final answer.
Okay, we're back and we have 14 words left. Let's find out about a total of 10 of those words today. Pick a word that we didn't use yet.
We'll go to insolent.
Insolent. Insolent. Good. All right. And let's hear a definition for insolent.
Insolent is a noun.
Definition for insolent.
Insolent is a noun, and it's what's used to insulate something. So it's actually the object that's used to insulate an area, the object being an insolent.
Ah, okay. It's a noun. It's an insulator of something. It's insolent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Peter?
You guys heard that stutter, right? All right, so it's actually insulting or rude. When someone is insolent, you know, they just don't listen to what people tell them, and they're insulting and rude.
Okay, so we had insulting or rude, and you can all talk it over, or it's an insulator. It's a noun. It's an insulator of
Or we can like you
something.
last time.
Insulting or rude, and you can all talk it over, or it's an insulator. It's a noun. It's an insulator of
Or we can like you
something.
last time.
This is for two. Well, to be honest, I think Olga's would be a noun and Peter's would be an adjective.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
So you have an answer.
You know, Peter.
You're going to go with Peter,
Yeah.
which was rude and insulting.
Good choice.
You all
Good
agreed?
choice.
Is that right? Yes! You got 2 points. You tied it up.
Fine.
All right.
You guys are coming around. I mean, you
You're
know.
coming around. Very good. You were pro at English.
Oh,
Oh, just say that. Everybody's listening to that. We're keeping everything the same over here? Keeping Rinjin in the front?
Yes.
Okay, Rinjin, pick another word.
I'll try gerrymander.
Gerrymander, okay. Okay. And we'll start with Peter this time, I think, right? You started last time, Olga?
I think I did, yeah.
So Peter will start with gerrymander.
Okay. Gerrymander is a man that works at a geriatric clinic. You know, he works with the gerry population. So he's a gerrymander because, you know, he usually runs errands and all that kind of stuff with people at the gerry clinic. That sounds pretty bad. He's a gerrymander.
Gerrymander is he works at a geriatric clinic. Or?
It's to unfairly divide an area so that one political party has an advantage for elections.
Okay, to unfairly divide an area so one political party has an advantage. Or is it the, and it works with geriatrics, a gerrymander. Which one is it? This is for 2 points.
Peter. Peter.
Olga, Peter. What do you think? The soap operas are going to come on soon. Clear out of here. Rinjin?
It's Olga.
You say it's Olga, the unfairly dividing districts. Is that right? Yes, Olga was right, to unfairly divide up election districts so people stay in office. And that's how you have some districts in Brooklyn and Queens, but we won't talk about that here. We'll be back with more right after this. Message was 4-2. Next time. Watch.
Hey, this is Art Kurtz here at the Mill Basin Day Camp Game Show Studio with Broadway star Harrison Bryan and Mike, here to tell you how you can get in on the fun and games at Mill Basin Day Camp. Watch.
If you want to get in the game and join the fun, why don't you come on down to Mill Basin Day Camp? All summer long, we have fun activities right here at Mill Basin Day Camp, like the Game Show Studio, Mill Basin Idol, and all other fun stuff. right here at Mill Basin Day Camp. Call 718-251-6200. 718-251-6200.
Okay, we're back. Everybody gets tall around me over here. It's like everybody 9 feet today. All right. Scores 2-4. You're both doing well. You both got some words. They went first last time, so why don't you pick a word this time? From the remaining 12 words. We have deseratum, cul-de-sac, verdant, tittle, thimble rig, assiduous, move. Deseratum?
There you go.
It's desideratum. Desideratum. Say that 3 times fast.
No,
All
thank
right.
you.
You want that one?
That's what I requested.
Thanks. Go ahead. Desideratum.
It is a chemical compound that is generally used to melt objects.
Okay, chemical compound that's used to melt objects. Or
Peter.
A desideratum is an item that's wanted or desired. That's why the word starts with
What do you think?
yes.
hurry up. What do you say?
I'll say, I'm going to take let's go with the August definition.
The chemical that melts objects.
Exactly.
Oh, we'll ask Joe if it's right. Joe, a chemical that melts objects. No, 3 points over here. You're up to 5. It's to be desired. Bridging, you should have stayed in the front. All right, your turn. You're up to 5 points.
You guys should have picked me, is what you said.
We'll take tittle.
Tittle. Okay. And Peter will go first with that word.
Well, a tittle is actually a dot, like one that you might put over the I or the J, or something minuscule or small.
Okay.
A tittle.
Tittle is actually a verb. It's to swing very, very, very mildly on a tightrope. So you're not actually tilting over. It's just tittling over. It's a colloquial term. It's not something that that was officially recognized as a word for very long, but it was used very often in circus circles.
All right, 2 interesting definitions.
Colloquial. Colloquial.
The dot on top of an I or a J, or to sway on a tightrope, a verb to sway on a tightrope, almost going to fall over. Which one do you think it is? You can take a big lead. You have 4 and they have 5.
Time is dwindling down.
What do you think?
What do you think?
We'll have to go with Olga.
The tightrope.
Yes.
To sway on the tightrope. Okay.
Because, I mean, it does sound a little bit like a circus word.
Oh,
It
okay.
does.
Like
It
a
totally
circus
sounds
word.
like a circus word, sure.
Let's
She does
see.
know her
And
stuff.
I didn't think it was a name for the dot. I just called that a dot on top of
just
the
call
I.
it period.
On the top of the I and the J. So let's see if Olga's right.
The
You get
guys
3
wearing
more
the red
points.
sweater fool you.
Is Olga right? Oh, no, it's the dot.
No, we made that up.
Did you know that had a name?
I hate to say I told you so.
Can I say that word on the
No, you cannot say that on the Chris Chamberlain show.
Why? It's a word. It's not a bad word.
It's not, granted, but you know something? A lot of people may know simple words, but not complex.
So we have to
words.
teach them.
So you know what? We'll do that.
Score is now 8-5. We'll be back with round 4 and we'll be worth 4 points. We'll get a winner right after this. All right. We'll go over to your team first. All right. So now.
Glasses and a gift pack from True Lemon products. True Lemon, True Lime, and True Orange. Add flavor to your beverages and spice up your food with True Lemon products. In convenience store packets and in convenient packets and shakers. If you want to appear on our game shows, we'd love to have you be part of the fun. Join our emailing us and sending us an email to philsgameshows@gmail.com. And we'll see you on a future episode of Phil's Game Shows. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more.
Relax. Watch the game show.
is Art Kurtz here for Kingsborough Community College, College for Kids. Game Show Marathon. It's the class you play. So come on and join us right here at Kingsborough Community College this spring for Game Show Marathon and join the fun. Watch!
What?
You know what commercial we have the most blood runs? And don't use your cell phone when you run. We're back with round 4. And round 4, everything's worth 4 points. You have 7. I made a mistake. I said you had 8.
That's right.
Couldn't add, but you have 7. I apologize. And you have, well, you have 5. So it's really close. This round is worth 4 points each. And who's going to go first? You went first last time?
Yes, we did.
So,
No, Lee went first.
So you'll go first now. We have cul-de-sac, verdant, thimble rig, assiduous. We have moo, masticate, temporize, quixotic, ambi sinister, and fervid.
Well, all right, like I said before, my English is not that good. So
I think it's very good.
I'll just have to pick the smallest word, and that is moi.
Moo? Moo. For now, it's pronounced moo. Moo. Okay, who's going to give me the first definition for moo?
A moo is actually a pouting grimace.
A pouting
Grimace.
Okay. Can you do that for me? You see, that's a moo.
Like that.
Okay.
I'm mooing.
She's mooing.
First, I'd like to commend you on your voice and diction. You speak very properly and wonderfully. A moo is actually a tool that you use on cows. So they call it a moo because it makes the cows move. And I don't want to go into further detail because this might be a kid's show.
All right.
It's a tool you use on cows and it makes them move. So.
Yeah, well, I also wondered where they got that word from. So is it a tool they use on cows? I wonder what they're using it for. I assume nothing or maybe something else. And Olga said it's a pouting grimace and she if that's the word.
If anybody wants to see another demonstration of it.
Could you demonstrate what I said?
That's Peter's answer.
Our show is moving to nighttime. Vincent, come on back. He's heading off to the Young and the Restless. What's going on here? All right, don't worry, it's their words, but relax. If they don't get it, you get 4 points. So, is it a tool that's used on the cow or a pouting grimace? And we're counting you down, so talk fast.
It was kind of unanimous. Peter's does sound kind of ridiculous. We're going to go with Peter.
You're going to go with Peter? That's the one that's used on cows.
Yes.
Because you don't trust me anymore.
We don't trust Olga anymore.
It sounds fine, and she gave us such a nice grimace. That sounds painful for the cows.
And out of all of the viewers out there, it was my team that chose Phil.
Well, who did you think? You said it was unanimous.
I kind of can't believe anyone. I had to go on my team.
All right, so you say it's the tool that's used on cows. Is that right?
No! I was honest with you guys.
No, that's not you. It's the pouting grimace. Just like all the
I
kids.
had a feeling it was.
Yeah, that sounded painful. Okay, so you got 4 points.
I had a feeling it was okay.
They have 5, and you have 11 now. Who's going to do the word?
All right.
You're staying over there. You
I'm
did
gonna
so
take
well
one-
last
I'm
time.
gonna try one. We'll take one more.
Why not?
Crack at it.
You need me to read them.
Yes, please.
We have cul-de-sac, verdant, thimble rig, assiduous. We have masticate.
A verdant?
The word is verdant.
Verdant.
Verdant. You want that one?
Got it? Verdant? We'll go with temper.
Temporize. That would be a definition for anybody.
I think
Go ahead.
her move was before mine, so I'll go
All right.
first.
Okay, yeah, she moved before.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's
She
very
moved
true.
twice.
You moved very twice.
Temporize. Okay, to temporize is to sort of raise or lower the temperature in a room. To temporize. That's sort of what you want to do in a lab or some other place. You need the temperature a certain degree.
Okay, to raise or lower the temperature in a room to keep it balanced. Or
To gain time or delay an action through indecisiveness. To temporize.
To gain time or delay an action
Through indecisiveness.
through indecisiveness. To temporize. Chris, worth 4 points. You already have 11, and they have 5 over there.
My answer is Peter's answer.
Which was?
Temperature.
To maintain the temperature in the room. Keep it balanced.
Keep it balanced.
Okay.
Temporize it.
If that's right, then you have 15 points. You have a big lead. You could still win, though. But if it's wrong, you'll have 9 points, and it'll be 9-11. So we'll have a close game going into the last round. So temporize to keep the temperature balanced, maintain the temperature. Is that right? Let's say that was wrong. That was such a short buzzer. Yeah, you were wrong. It must have been the other one. It was
Olga's honest for 2 answers.
Delay through indecisiveness. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? We'll be back. Round 5. Last round. We'll get a winner right after this. And you'll get to go first. All right.
Receive a gift from Lubriderm. Skin nourishing Lubriderm for soft and supple skin.
Audience, log on to our website or send us an email. Now more than ever, come be a part of Phil's Game Show.
Okay, round 5. Whoever gets this, you have 9 here. And because you're behind, you'll go first. The words we have left: cul-de-sac, verdant, thimblewig, assiduous, masticate, quixotic, ambisinister, and fervid.
We'll pick
Assiduous. Oh, well, you're going first now, right?
I am. Okay. Assiduous. Assiduous is to strive toward perfection.
To strive toward perfection. That's Olga's definition. Let's hear what Peter says.
Or someone who is assiduous is one who strives toward perfection.
Like everybody here.
Assiduous is actually a plant, and assiduous. The reason they call it assiduous is because if you use the, what's it called again, the sap, or I guess in a plant it wouldn't be sap, but if you use that, it's very acidic. So they call it an assiduous.
Okay. Now you need this. You want to get this one, I'll give you the lead. I'll give you 14 points. And then they'll have to get the next one. All right? So is it a plant with the sap and the syrup? Or is it a person who strives for perfection or striving for perfection? Which one do you think made the most sense? Talk it over. Oh, God. All right, time, guys. What do you think? Assiduous.
You choose Olga.
Olga, which was striving for perfection. Yes. You think? Yes, you got it. That's it.
That's why you have to trust Olga
You know that
sometimes.
too.
Sometimes.
You
gotta know when.
Yeah, you gotta know when.
All right. That means they have 14, so you need to get this one. If you get it, then you'll have 16 and you win the game. But if you pick the wrong answer, then they're the winners.
No pressure.
All right, who's good? You're the one that's going to keep the front.
Choose me and you'll be all right.
All right.
Bless you.
Pick a word.
Bless you.
Which word do you like?
Verdant.
Verdant. Okay, verdant will be the last word of the day. We'll hear 2 definitions, and if you pick the right one, then you win the game. Olga?
Okay. A
I
verdant.
guess.
Okay,
Yes.
sure. A verdant is actually a noun. It's a type of feather pen that was used in the 16th century and favored by Lord Byron. It was favored by Lord Byron because he felt that it was able to reach the purest green shade. And he was a fan of green because he was a part of the Romantic movement, and the Romantic movement embraced nature. So a verdant is the type of pen, the type of feather pen that he liked to use.
Okay, so it's a type of feather pen. that
Lord
Lord
Byron
Byron. I didn't know Biden became a lord.
Lord Byron favored that particular type of pen because it helped him thin out the green paint so much that it gave him a really, really beautiful green shade. And he was a very big proponent of the Romantic movement of the 19th century, and that he thought was very symbolic of what the movement stood for.
Okay,
so that pen is called a Verdant now.
It's a feathered pen. Or?
Well, I mean, the one thing she got right was that it has something to do with green. Verdant is actually an adjective. It's when something is green or lush, like some nice verdant grass, or something that's, nice and green with vegetation. I don't know, she spoke a lot.
I like talking.
I can't speak as much as she did, but my answer is right anyway.
Okay, so...
If you choose to believe Peter.
So this is a tough one, so like I said.
So why'd you pick it?
I'll go with it.
No,
I'll go with the feathered pen.
What? Probably is a lie. I'm not sure if it was lying or Peter told the truth. But if I was a lie, but like that, no.
Welcome to the Ringen Show. What do you say?
A couple buzzes there.
We heard that already. It didn't help.
I'll go with my final answer is Peter, I believe.
Which was?
Purple is green.
Green.
Yes.
All right, that's your final answer.
Yes.
All right, he says it's green. If verdant means green, you went against your team on that one, right? You wanted...
I wanted to go with that's better.
The pen and... You want, what did you say? Green. You said green, so your team was mixed, and you had to make the decision.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael.
Executive decision.
And you went with?
Let's see if it paid off.
Green.
I said green.
If it's green, then you win the game.
It's a tough one.
Is it green? Yes! You
I
did
lied to
it.
you.
Green.
I made that up.
She made that up. That was very good, though, right?
Thank you.
Mike? Guys, you won the game. Congratulations. You played a good game over here. Did you have fun? Well, I want to thank Peter and Olga. They were good. They were good. They might have you a little bit, but they were very good. And we will see you next time. Bye.
This has been an off-church Bill Manners television production.
Teamed up with the New York Blood Center to save lives in our area.
There's nothing better than watching the home team knock one out of the park.
Now we're hoping that you do the same.
Join the team and hit a home run for our community by donating blood. 1 pint of blood can save up to 3 lives.
And mean the difference between life and death for a neighbor. Call the number below or visit the website to schedule your time to give the gift of life.
The New York Yankees, the New York Blood Center, and the whole community thanks you.